Your spiritual season has purpose. Discover it now.
When we talk about the biblical seasons of life, we're talking about something deeply practical. Ecclesiastes 3 tells us there is a time for everything, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to plant and a time to harvest. Understanding God's timing changes how we experience suffering, growth, and even success. Most people live day to day, but Scripture invites us to zoom out and see patterns. Just like the earth moves through fall, winter, spring, and summer, our lives move through spiritual seasons. When I can identify which season I'm in, I stop fighting it and I start learning from it. Fall is the season of change. Leaves fall not because the tree is dying, but because it's preparing. In life, relationships shift, opportunities close, plans unravel. At first, it feels like loss, but what if it's preparation? What if God is removing what cannot survive the next level of growth? Fall teaches surrender. Then comes winter. Winter feels silent. Prayers seem unanswered. You may feel isolated, misunderstood, or spiritually dry. But winter is not punishment. It is purification. Roots grow deeper in winter because they must. Faith matures when emotion fades. This is where surface-level belief dies and resilient trust is born. The world tells us that visible success is proof of blessing. But Scripture shows us something different. The deepest transformations happen underground. Just because nothing is blooming does not mean nothing is happening. Winter clears away illusions. It shows us what truly anchors our hope. Spring arrives quietly. Small signs of life appear. A new opportunity, renewed strength, fresh clarity. After enduring winter faithfully, growth begins to show. Spring is where we plan again. New habits, wiser decisions, deeper obedience. It requires patience. Seeds do not sprout overnight. Then there is summer. Summer is abundance. It's answered prayer, restored relationships, provision, influence, joy. Summer feels rewarding. But here's the paradox. We often grow more in winter than in summer. Comfort rarely stretches us. Difficulty does. The mistake many people make is trying to live in permanent summer. They resist fall. They resent winter. They rush spring. But every season has purpose. Ecclesiastes reminds us that God has made everything beautiful in its time, not in our preferred time, but in His. When we fight the season, we multiply frustration. When we accept it, we gain peace. If you're in fall, release what's leaving. If you're in winter, deepen your roots. If you're in spring, plant faithfully. If you're in summer, give thanks without becoming complacent. The secret to a steady life is not controlling the seasons. It is trusting the one who controls them. Everything in life changes. Circumstances, health, influence, even people. But God does not change. His character is constant. Learning to be content in every season is not passive resignation. It is active trust. It is choosing faith when you cannot see growth. It is refusing to measure your worth by visible outcomes. It is believing that even loss can be preparation. One day we look back and realize that the winter we feared produced the strength we needed. The fall we resisted created space for something better. The spring we nurtured led to a harvest we couldn't have imagined. Peace comes when we stop asking, "Why is this happening?" and start asking, "What is this season producing in me?" Because every season passes. But what God builds in you during that season, that remains.
Comment below, which are you in, a spiritual fall, winter, spring, or summer? Let me know.
Please support the channel by clicking the logo on the left to go to our channel to subscribe, or the screen on the right for your next video. Thanks again.
Your next video is now ready.